BodyBags, where horror lies.
Hi, I'm Sam. I'm a thirsty guy for BodyBags. This week I am doing Atom Age Vampire. It came out in 1960s, an Italian horror movie. It's a science fiction horror movie, and let me tell you what it's about. Although this is like the 10th time I had to say this. It's gonna probably sound weird coming out. I'm just reading it straight up, okay? An exotic dancer has a terrible automobile accident and as a result is horribly scarred on her face. Hoping for a miracle treatment, the dancer visits a scientist who has had marvelous results in restoring patients' appearances and is cured of her scars. Unfortunately, there are some terrible side effects from the procedure that the scientist must use some unethical methods to try and make the cure permanent. With suspicions growing and the dancer's boyfriend and the authorities closing in, the scientist tries some last-minute treatments to help the dancer and also win over her heart. I'm not gonna lie to you. Now, to be fair and honest, I just watched the long version. There's like the short original Americanized version, right? Or just theatrical, right? Theatrical. And then there's this unrated version. And the unrated's like 10 years longer. It's like 30 minutes longer. It was really boring, at least for me anyway. I get the idea. It's a really interesting idea. I think you should probably go in different directions or with specific things, that being like, in the movie, right, this guy, he really likes the girl. The scientist really likes the girl, and now he's transforming into a monster because he's trying out different things, and now he's kind of like the Wolfman in the sense of at night he transforms or whatever and he kills a lady or two, and like now it's like probably should have had her be transforming. I thought that's what they were going with, or maybe that was how I was going with. It's just it was long version. It was kind of all over the place, at least for me anyway. It was really boring. I'm sorry. The accident. All right. So the weird thing about the movie is that the accident that the dancer she has. Like, something happens, she basically falls off the road, and she's in her car, and the car goes off the road, and it, like, lights up and engulfed in flames, and the only scar that she has is right here. And she still has all of her hair, blondie hair, but just right here, and I'm like, it's quite the scar, but, like, wouldn't that make you more exotic? Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe it actually looks worse when it's in color, but I don't know, that's what I was thinking. Because, I mean, like, you don't see that really every day, unless you work at, like, I don't know, a grocery store where every now and again you see, like, someone who's, like, really disfigured and is like, oh, hi. I mean, maybe at first you're like, oh, but now and after, like, 10 times you're like, oh, hi. Hi. Doing good today, sir. Anyway. It has a fine ending. It's kind of cliche ending, to be honest, though. Because, you know, he's, the scientist, ends up in a greenhouse and like the cops surround a building. It was very similar to the end of The Invisible Man. Very similar, except instead of burning the barn to flush him out, they just someone in the barn already like stabs him in the back one time and that kills him. Like, okay. Yeah. And I mean, is this a movie that I'm gonna go watch again? I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, in this classic 50 movies features horror classics, there's 50 movies on here. I mean, you got Carnival of Souls, you got Nosferatu, you got The House on Haunted Hill, you got Last Man on Earth, you got Night of the Living Dead, you got Phantom of the Opera, you got White Zombie. I mean, you have a lot of good movies on here. Am I gonna go watch this again? I'm sorry, I'm not. Unless it's like freak accident, like 50 years from now, on my deathbed, this movie somehow is on my TV. I would say it's more likely there should be a remake of it. In which case, if there's a remake of it, I'm sure that whoever's doing it would probably do a much better job with the idea than this guy did. No offense. But I don't know. Maybe the short version's better. Sometimes that's the case. I couldn't really tell you an example right now where the short version was better than the extended version. It usually is extended's better, and if that's the case with this, then I don't think I want to watch the short version, which would just be an hour long. I could probably do a lot of better things in that hour than that, unfortunately for it. But anyway, I'm Sam. I'm your thirsty guy for BodyBags. I did Adam Age Vampire, and I don't think I'll ever watch this movie again. I'm sorry. It's not like the worst thing I've ever seen, but I mean, it was kind of like the worst thing I've ever seen. And it's like it was boring. That was not helping. I'm sorry. It's a great idea, but make sure you check out my YouTube channel. I'm gonna start doing stuff, and I have something coming up. Actually, I guess I'll say it here because it'll happen a couple days after this. Starting on the 19th, I'll be doing a 13 Days of Horror on my YouTube channel. It's in the description. It's Flying Kite 8582, and each video should come out about 12 a.m. EST, Eastern Standard Time. And I think I'll try to have each video like 5-10 minutes. They won't be that long. They'll just be very quick, and it's be very brief. With the I won't tell you the theme of it. I'll make a video or whatever on the 18th for what the theme's gonna be. But anyway, you check out my channel. Check that stuff out. I'll be doing some horror movie stuff on there, and I hope I'll see y'all over there. Y'all have a good one. Goodbye.